He's here. Who? The Batman.
From his most famous role as Tommy Shelby in the show Peaky Blinders, he became my favorite actor. But before he played Tommy, he was in big movies like Inception, The Dark Knight, or In Time. But as Emily Blunt said,
he's the worst celebrity in the world. He's the best actor in the world, and he's the worst celebrity in the world.
So in this video, we'll find out what makes him such a great actor and such a lousy celebrity. But first, let's talk about who Cillian Murphy really is. Cillian Murphy, born on May 25, 1976, in Cork, Ireland, didn't just happen to find himself in the world of acting. His story is a fascinating mix of music, talent, and a desire to perform on stage. Alongside his brother Paddy, he was part of several bands, and they were also devoted fans of the Beatles. Despite their musical talent, their parents didn't agree to release a record due to Paddy's young age and unfavorable contract terms. After his first theater role, Cillian abandoned his music career, realizing that his talent for performing was better suited for acting. He began studying law at University College Cork in 1996, but didn't pass his exams after the first year because he lacked the ambition to do so. At that time, he was mainly focused on music, but soon after he became interested in theater. Cillian started with a school production called Observe the Sons of Ulster Marching Towards the Somme, which pointed him towards the stage. That led him to a play by Enda Walsh, directed by Pat Kiernan, called Disco Pigs. It was his first breakthrough in Cillian's career. In 2001, he reprised his role in the film adaptation of that play directed by Kirsten Sheridan. He also appeared in the movie Intermission, but it was Danny Boyle's 28 Days Later that really made waves. His role as the Skinny Jim, fighting zombies and rebellious soldiers in an apocalyptic horror, brought him fame and Hollywood's attention. Later, he starred alongside Nicole Kidman, Natalie Portman, and Charlie Hunnam in Cold Mountain, and with Scarlett Johansson in Girl with a Pearl Earring. In 2005, it was time for roles in Batman Begins and Red Eye. At the Batman casting, he was so convincing that he was mistaken for an American actor. Even though he didn't get the role of Bruce Wayne, which he auditioned for, of course, it went to Christian Bale.
I'm Batman.
Christopher Nolan liked him so much that he cast him as Scarecrow, the only villain to appear in all three Batman movies. Nolan also cast him in one of the main roles in one of the highest-rated movies on IMDb, Inception, where he played alongside Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy. He plays the role of Robert Fisher, the son of a powerful business magnate who inherits his father's corporate empire, where he becomes unwittingly manipulated by Cobb's team to implant the idea of changing the inheritance of his father's business. The Irishman surprises with his ability to portray villains, even though his charming presence might suggest otherwise. It's his piercing blue eyes that seem to be the key to building such characters. Not without reason, David Denby from The New Yorker described him as both seductive and menacing at the same time. However, it's in the role of Tommy Shelby in Peaky Blinders that he reached the pinnacle of his career. This series takes us into the world of a gang operating in Birmingham after World War I, but it's Tommy's character that is undeniably the heart of the whole story. Despite his dark life and brutal methods, he is loyal to his family. His intelligence and charisma make the audience fall in love with his character, appreciating its complexity and versatility. Tommy's role in Peaky Blinders particularly highlights Cillian Murphy's extraordinary acting skills. At first glance, he seems to be an introvert, looking disappointed and bored in many interviews, talking about how much he loves to sleep.
I love sleeping and I need sleep.
However, on screen, he can transform into a cold, dangerous gang leader. Despite not liking the amount of violence in the series, or changing habits like eating meat again to gain weight, or smoking herbal cigarettes even though he wasn't a smoker, you can see he loves what he does and gets into the stories he tells on screen. It's also crucial how meticulously he prepares for roles, how he talks about his characters, and how well he understands their psychology.
For Tommy, I think what it did was he lost all faith. Religion is just a joke. Authority was just a joke.
Although he himself says he doesn't have much in common with Tommy's character. And what really interests him in choosing a role is the quality of the script. Despite starring in subsequent productions like Transcendence, Anna, or A Quiet Place, the peak of his career was Christopher Nolan's film Oppenheimer. For this role, Murphy won an Oscar, playing the main character as Robert Oppenheimer.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
The scientist responsible for creating the atomic bomb that fell on Japan, ending World War II. But why, despite global fame, is Cillian Murphy considered the worst celebrity? Cillian has always avoided the spotlight and the red carpet. He lives in Dublin, where he can lead a normal life, taking the bus and shopping at the store like an ordinary citizen. He deliberately chooses a lifestyle that doesn't attract tabloid attention. "I don't stir up any controversies. I don't sleep around. I don't stumble around drunk," he says firmly. The actor doesn't have a stylist or a PR manager, and he doesn't have social media accounts because he considers himself too old for such things. His colleague from the set, Emily Blunt, describes him as shy and insecure, unable to accept compliments and unaware of how talented he really is. It's clear that Cillian simply loves acting, and he's not interested in celebrity intrigue or media gossip, as evidenced by the fact that he didn't even know what meme was.
Cillian, are you aware of the disappointed Cillian Murphy meme on the internet?
The what?
The disappointed Cillian Murphy meme.
What's a meme?
You can be sure you'll never hear him speak controversially, and for him, fame is just a side effect of his work. Cillian values his privacy and avoids typical celebrity behaviors like attending parties or appearing in glossy magazines. Instead, he focuses on his work as an actor, giving interviews mainly in the context of promoting his film projects. If you like Cillian or Tommy, you'll definitely want to watch this video, from which you'll learn what lessons you can draw from the character of Tommy Shelby.